dining table chair. He went out. He went to the kitchen, and I heard a scream. The lady was still cooking for us in the kitchen. She was very young, very sorry, very nice lady, and she was cooking for us. And as he went to the kitchen, I heard a scream, and then I said, "Whoa, whoa, what's going on?" I stood up. I said, "Whoa, what's going on?" And then I saw him pull a knife, like that, at me, looking at me straight in the eyes, like that, looking at me straight in the eyes. Like I swear that. At that moment, I thought he was possessed or something. I didn't know what was going on. I saw him at knife, and I heard the scream of that lady, and she would try to hold her back. Like, "What are you doing?" Right? She was speaking Mandarin. She's like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! What are you doing?" She's trying to hold him back, and like try to pull his sweater, and just say, "Whoa, what is going?" And then my instinct just took over. I say, "This dude, with a knife like that, staring at me in the eye with a knife." So I started running, and he started chasing after me. I think the old lady wasn't, she was 70, I think, over 70 years old, so she couldn't hold him back. So he charged me. I ran quickly to open the door. I didn't even put my shoes on, and I ran quickly on the door. I opened the door like that. I just ran. I ran my ass off. Like I ran like I never ran in my life. The feeling I get when I was running there, I can't really describe it to you, because that feeling it was so bad. It was such a bad feeling. Like I ran to the it was an apartment, 11th floor. Like I didn't even think about taking the elevator. I saw a red exit sign. I just ran straight up to the exit sign, to the staircase open. I saw him. He was still chasing at me. I don't know when I lost him, but eventually I thought at the moment when I ran, I thought he's gonna catch me up. He's gonna slice me, right? So I saw him running at me. I caught him running at me. I heard his footstep, and then I ran quickly to the corridor to the exit, and then I opened the door. It was the 11th floor, so I ran all the way without shoes on. I just ran until about 6th or 5th floor. My logic, my instinct has stopped. It was my instinct that started running, right? I didn't even think much, and then my logic, my reasoning, my thinking start to catch up. So I caught up. I thought about what just happened. Holy shit, this is completely off guard. He almost got stabbed there. He just charged me with a knife, in the kitchen, the stranger that invited me to his home. And at that point I was like, holy shit, so I went down there to the lobby, to the main lobby of an apartment. There was actually a few people hanging out in the apartment. And so I checked out my cell phone. I just pulled my cell phone. I tried to call 911. I thought about calling 911, but then it was out of battery. And then I just asked those people. I say, "Hey guys, I just almost got stabbed up there. Some guy just ran me out of life. I don't know what happened, but someone just came." And then apparently they don't speak English, so I tried to speak Mandarin to them again, and they somewhat understood what I was saying, but they were thinking that I was weird, because they were just sitting there. What just happened? I say, "Hey, listen, ma'am, I just almost got stabbed up there in the 11th floor, and someone chased me with a knife out of nowhere. I don't know, it's hard to explain, but it's just happened. Like, I'm not a criminal, I'm not there to sell drugs, I don't do anything, but I'm just there, and it just happened like that." And no one believed me. Like, everyone was laughing. They were like, "Oh, whatever, call 911, whatever," like, it was just, some Chinese lady just saying something like that. I was really depressing. And then I said I can't, because I had no shoes on. I wanted to call a taxi, but my phone was off. I didn't know the address of the building. I wanted to get some help, but no one wants to help me. Like, all these ladies in the building was just, no one really want to help me. Like, I just told them, I said, "Hey, would you call the taxi for me? I have no shoes. I need to get home." But like, I'm not going back there to the apartment to put my shoes on. You know what I mean? So I told them, I say, "Hey, can you please call taxi for me?" No way. They think I'm weird and stuff like that. And when I told them I just got stabbed, and so I didn't know what else to do at that point. And it was cold. It was freezing outside. So I just, without shoes. I do have socks. So I just went out and walked. Like, it was so cold when I was walking. Like, oh my god. And then I walked quickly to a restaurant. And then as I get to the restaurant, I told the host, I say, "Yeah, can you please call me a taxi?" And luckily this host called a taxi for me, and the cab was able to arrive. And then I went home, and now I'm here back in my room. So yeah, so that's just what happened. I wish I could explain it a little better, of what exactly happened. I'm still trying to gather and try to think what exactly just happened. It just happened so quickly, and it was absolutely my fault to put myself in the situation in the first place. I guess I'm too trustworthy of people that he was a stranger I met on the street in Chinatown, and I just, I guess, followed him to his apartment, and he what doesn't matter what he says. He said, he was gonna share testimony about Jesus, and have a brother faith conversation. And I just believe I was, I was feeling. I said, yeah, you know what, let's talk about what, Christ and what he has done for my life, and maybe I want to share that. But just things just got out of hand like that. It was no call for, because at this point I was, at any of those given points, during this apartment, when I was in this apartment, I was completely off guard. Like, I wasn't suspecting of any danger. That I thought I was safe, I thought I was comfortable, and then just all of a sudden I saw him out of the kitchen with a knife like that. It was like, I still remember. I don't remember whether it's left hand or right hand, with a knife like that, and he was looking at me, and the lady tried to pull him. The lady, I still remember the lady tried to pull his sweaters. Like, she was screaming, like, "What are you doing?" Right? Like, 干什么? That's what she was saying. Because that meant, like, what are you doing in Mandarin? She was like, 干什么? Like, she was trying to pull him, but he I guess he overcame her eventually. And then by that point, I was able to get a head start. I ran to the door, opened the door, but he came after me as he ran out the door as well, and it chased me. I don't know how long, but I just booked it, man. Like, I don't know, whether you call me a coward, you call me whatever, but man, my instinct just took over. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't even know what was just happened. Like, unless I was like to the fifth and the sixth floor as I ran down the stairs. But when I saw those knife, when I saw the look in his eyes as he looked at me in the eyes, and with that knife in his hand, and he came after me, I just booked it. Like, I didn't even think about it. And back then, when I was down there and I was thinking, I was like, holy shit, what just happened? I tried to gather my thoughts, and that was it. And I still don't know what exactly happened, but yeah, I'm not going back there to get my shoes. I guess I lost my shoes, but that's the only thing that happened to me. I'm okay. I'm fine. No, there's no scratches. He didn't catch me, and luckily to this wonderful lady, which saved my life, I would say, because without her, I would probably be, I don't know what he would do. Maybe he would slice me. Maybe I'll be in the hospital. Maybe he would scare me. I don't know. Maybe he would chop me to death, or maybe, I don't know. Maybe I could have defended myself and try to submit him. But I don't know what happened. That's not what happened. But all it happened is that the lady held him back, and I was able to get away. I got a head start, and I ran across the hallway to the exit, and then I went downstairs, and now I'm home. So I thank God, and so that I'm really safe. I'm safe right now, and I just want to warn to all of you out there. I want to give a warning to never go to any stranger's home. Even though it doesn't matter what they say, at this point, in this case, when he would say he was a Christian just like me, he want to share my ideas, he want to share some testimonies, well, as we walk together in Christ, and that's what he said. But obviously, at the moment, I really believed in him. So yeah, it doesn't matter what you're saying. And strangers, do not go to their homes. I'm lucky because I'm a guy, and I booked it, and so I was able to stay away from danger. But for all the ladies out there, for all the just don't talk to strangers, and yeah, just make sure that you're safe, and don't go to anyone's home whom you don't know. Like, just don't take such a chances, because I took a chance. Obviously, this would have worked out, right? So this would have worked out. He would have been someone who's very nice and would have a decent conversation, and then I go back, and that was it. But it could have happened that, but unfortunately it didn't happen like that. And so don't take any chances. I think I take too much chances these days. I think I'm too trustworthy. I'm too outgoing, too out there in the open. I think yeah, maybe I got to tune it down a little bit. I just want to put this video out there and warn these people that this is a sad world, man. Like, people out there to get you. It's not like, we go to school, we go to class, we go to work, and everything is safe. We come home, have some dinner. It's not like that. This world isn't like that. This world has a lot of crazy people out there, and people just out of nowhere just slaughter people, kill people, and Just man, it was completely unexpected. I wish there is a reason that can describe it, but there is no reason. There is no reason. There is no rationality in this situation. And of course, it was me, my fault. I put myself in that situation in the first place. I followed him home, but to everyone out there, who hasn't been in those situations. And I just want to warn you that you don't want to take those chances. And of course, go out, have a good time, meet new people. But when a stranger asks you to go to his house, just out of nowhere, which he did, at that moment he says he want to share the testimony of Jesus, that what he said, and obviously he got me, because that's something that I'm really interested in. So I was in that state just because I was on my way to church, so I was a little emotional, I was a little irrational at that moment. So I kind of just went with him to his place, and yeah, just I want to give warning to everyone to just especially just be a little careful, and when you're meeting strangers. And of course, there are strangers that are good, you want to meet people, but just do not follow anyone home. Do not listen to everyone as they say. So I'm glad I'm safe now, and I'm glad I was able to run out of there. But yeah, I mean, thank God that I'm safe. So I just want to give this warning to everyone on so I can put this video as today happened. So I also want to do this recording so I can go back maybe 10 or 20 years from ago and recollect and see what exactly happened. But yeah, so that was it, and I'm gonna go to bed now. So